It is the first topic we saw. At the beginning, probably was a little difficult, but how do you feel now? We have been practicing it over 2 weeks. It's clear now. Excellent. That's good. That's good. Excellent. It is clear. Great. What about the others? What about Anna, Marisela, Monica? What do you think? Do you need more practice, Anna, Marisela, Monica? Monica says it's clear. Well, I guess probably Marisela and Anna will say it later. Okay. Well, the important thing now, ladies, is that this advanced grammar we need to make it part of our speech. Do you know what I mean? What I mean is that this grammar is advanced, right? When you speak, when you write, try to use these structures. When a person says, for example, mhm, for example, if a person asks me, "Hey Mario, what did you do yesterday?" A basic student probably would say, basic, okay? Listen, basic student would say, "Yesterday I went to the swimming pool. I ate with my parents. I watched a movie," right? So the basic student speaks slow. The basic student makes mistakes. The basic student says sentences. That is basic, right? An intermediate student will say, "Hey, what did you do yesterday?" An intermediate student will say something like, "Well, yesterday I went to the movies with my family. I also had lunch at the mall. Uh, we went to the beach later and we got home and I took a shower." Okay? So the sentences for intermediate level are better structured and they have a sequence, right? The sentences in intermediate level make many mistakes. Students make many mistakes. What tense is the student using? Well, simple past. Basic, intermediate, use simple past. But if you want to sound advanced, you need to use other structures, not only simple past. Because if you only use simple past, then the evaluator thinks, "Oh, it's basic, oh, it's intermediate." When you use other structures, the evaluators think, "Ah, this person is advanced," because you use different words, different structures. For example, advanced students say, "Hey, what did you do yesterday?" "Well, yesterday was a beautiful morning. I went to the movies with my family, but first we had lunch at home. After going to the movies, we went to the beach. It was a beautiful day. We had some snacks at the beach, and we went back home. Before, we had to stop by the grocery store, and we had bought some uh, snacks to eat while we watched TV." So sounds different, right? Sounds different because the advanced students use different words, use different connectors, and use different structures. Can you notice the difference? Yes, right? Yes, of course. Sometimes we know this grammar, right? Like now, you know this grammar. You know how this grammar works. But sometimes we don't use it, right? When we speak, we don't use it. When you write, you use it. But when you speak, you don't use it. Sometimes, right? Why? Why? Who can tell me why you use this when you write but not when you speak? Who knows why? Nobody knows why. When you write, you use good connectors, but when you speak, you don't. Yes, because when you write, you have more time to think, right? You have more time to think. You are writing, and at the same time you are writing, you are thinking, oh, I can say this like this way, or no, better not, better this way. Or you finish and then you read it and then you say, no, 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 I'm going to correct this, or I'm going to change this. And you make many modifications, right, while you are writing. But when you're speaking, you don't plan what you say, right? It's difficult, right? Because you're speaking and you try, Mary says, you try to have a good pronunciation, right? You try to speak fluent, right? So you don't think about, oh, I need this connector, oh, I need this other thing. No, right? You think about fluency, you think about pronunciation, you are looking for the word, right? Trying to remember, oh, how do I say this? Oh, how do I say that? Right? So that's why you need to practice the questions I sent you. You need to practice them. But practice them, right, for you, right? Practice them for you. Don't grade them, please. Don't grade them. Because if you grade them and read it, that is penalized. What happens? Well, they can nullify your exam if they notice you are reading, right? No, don't grade them and reading. And if they nullify your exam, well, you got zero. Okay? So practice saying them, right? One more time, one more time, one more time, and use fancy words. Use advanced words. Use connectors. Use other structures. Like, for example, a good time or a good activity, a good questions where you can use these structures that's perfect is the question about Diana's cell phone, right? You remember the question about the cell phone, Diana's cell phone? Yes, right? You can say, the other day I got to my friends and I saw they were arguing because their daughter Diana had broken her cell phone. And it was not the first time. She had broken her cell phone 3 times before. The first time, she had dropped it into the, I don't know, she had dropped it into the toilet and it got water inside. The second time, she had dropped it from the window of her house and it had broke up. The third time, she had forgotten it on the bus and she never found it again. So they were very upset. They had been arguing for hours. They decided not to buy another cell phone. So you see, you can use it, right? And you can sound more advanced, right? That is very important. Okay? So take this, right? Take this and use it. You know it, you are good for this. Now it's time for you to use it. Okay? Good. In your new audios, I hope you can use these activities, these structures, advanced conditionals. For example, you can say, plagiarism is penalized in my country. If someone ever plagiarized something, the teacher would penalize that person. I had never plagiarized anything. But if I had done it, probably my teacher would have penalized me. You see? second, third conditional, advanced grammar, it sounds different, right? It sounds more advanced, right? When you listen to that, you say, "Oh, that person knows," right? It's different. You see? Okay, good. Okay, so use it in your audios, please. Use it in your audios. Practice, practice, practice. Send it when you feel like, oh, I'm ready. I guess I'm doing it okay. Send it to me. I'll check it. Okay? Many times. How many times? Whatever is necessary. Because you want to get B2 level, right? You want to get B2 level? You need to practice, right? It's not like, oh, no, I ain't gonna do it one time. No, 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 no. If you want to get B2, you need to practice, practice, do your best, right? And this is a good opportunity because I am telling you what to expect, what to do. I am telling you this is in the exam. Other students don't have this opportunity. You have this opportunity. Try it, okay? All right, everyone, let's continue, okay? All right. Okay, today's last topic that it is not like, oh, it's very difficult topic, but it's a topic that I want to check with you before we go to the rest of the questions in the exam. And this topic is called indirect indirect questions. In some books are also called embedded questions, indirect questions or embedded questions. So this is when you ask a question in between another question, or when you ask a question in between a statement. For example, imagine that I want to ask, hey, did I give you homework? Did I? Mhm. I want to ask, did I give you any homework? But then instead of asking, this question, did I give you any homework, is a direct question. Why direct question? Because I am asking you directly, did I give you homework? Right? It's direct question. Did I? Right? But what if I make it indirect? Right? What if I put it in between another question? Like, for example, do any of you know? Do any of you know? And then I want to ask, hey, do any of you know? And I want to ask, like, did I give you any homework? But I start with, do any of you know? What should I do? What do I need to do with a question? With the first question, with this question? Well, this question, this question right here, is that is a direct question, needs to change. And now this question is going to become an indirect question. And when it becomes an indirect question, it becomes an statement, right? An affirmative statement, right? We have two types of indirect questions, like direct questions. We have yes, no questions. And we also have we also have information questions, right? So we have yes, no questions, and we have information question. For example, did I give you any homework? What is it? Is it yes, no, or is it an information? Yes, no questions, right? Is it yes, no question? Because the answer is only yes or no, right? It starts with an auxiliary. Information questions start with a WH question, a question word. What, where, when, how, why, right? Okay, now for yes no questions, you need to do the next. First of all, you need to delete the auxiliary verb. First of all, and instead of the auxiliary verb, you would use uh, words if or whether. So you need to delete the auxiliary verb, right? And instead of that, you're going to use if or whether. Mhm. For example, in this case, did I give you any homework? You may ask, do any of you know whether, right? I gave you any homework? Okay. So what do you do next? Well, once you change the auxiliary for if or whether, the verb goes back to the affirmative form. Mhm. So in this case, is if I gave you, right? Since this question is in past, the verb goes back to past, right? Of course, if the question is different, like for example, let's say the question is, do you know? No, sorry. Let's say, um, does Yvonne play the piano? Does Yvonne play the piano? I'm going to write it here. Does Yvonne Yvonne play the piano? Right? And I want to ask it indirectly. I said, do you know? Do you know what? Who can help me? Who knows the answer? How do I say this? Do you know if any of you know? The question is, does Yvonne play the piano? If Yvonne plays the piano, right? Do you know if Yvonne plays the piano, right? You change it to present, the same, but you add the S because Yvonne is the third person of the singular, right? So you say, does Yvonne play the piano? Do you know if Yvonne plays the piano? Do you know whether Yvonne plays the piano? It's the same. You can say whether, you can say if. It's the same. It doesn't have any difference. Okay? Good. Now, if you have an information question like, where does Monica live? Where does Monica live? And you want to make it an indirect question. In this case, the question word stays there and it stays in the same place. You delete the auxiliary the same way. You drop the auxiliary, you don't need it. And the verb changes to the affirmative form. In this case, you don't need if, you don't need whether. You only use the question word, the person, and the verb in affirmative form. For example, where does Monica live? And I say, can you tell me where Monica lives? You see? Where does Monica live? Can you tell me where Monica lives? Can you tell me where Monica lives? You see? So you use the same where, but you don't have the auxiliary, and then you use the verb in the affirmative form, right? If you say that in I can't. Oh, you cannot tell me. Oh, Monica, where do you live? I was surprised because you ladies are from different places around the country, very far places. Ana is from Acapulco. Claudia is from Cordoba. Monica from Mexico. The state of Mexico, right, Monica? Not Mexico City. It's a how do you say? It's a county, right? It's a community. Yes, I remember. Mary is like from where? Is from Guanajuato? Mary from Guanajuato? The state, no? It's a city. Yes, Guanajuato. There's Marisela is from the north, from Coahuila or Culiacan, I guess. Victor is from Mexico City. And Coahuila, she's from Coahuila. You are from very different places. Only Anna and me are from Acapulco. Okay, yeah, we are going to make a tour, right? A tour, and we're going to visit you soon. After the coronavirus. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's practice this, right? Let's practice this. Let's practice this. Let's practice. Look at this. It says embedded questions, and we says where does she live? Right? Where does she live? And it says I don't know. I don't know what. Well, as we said, this is like the first example with it. I don't know where she lives. Right? Excellent. What are number two? What are right in the post? No, the number two is already well. Not it's not answer. It's not answer. No, no, no. Sorry. Yes, you need to do something in the number two. What are right in the post? Let's see. Yes, it's interesting. It's interesting. Nope. It's easier than what it looks like because it's only missing one word. Who can tell me what word is missing? It's missing only one word. Look, we have the bear, we have the complement, but it's missing something. Aha, in the question, right? But what is missing in the answer? It's missing the subject. But the subject is not I. The subject is not I, Yvonne, because I don't arrive in the post. What arrives in the post It's an object, right? It's a thing, right? It's a letter or it's a package. So the subject is not I. What it? Yes, the subject is it. The pronoun, the correct pronoun is it. So you say, I don't know what it. Oh my goodness, what did I do? What did I do? Sorry, sorry. I don't know what it arrived in the post. That's it. I don't know what it arrived in the post. That is the correct answer. So what it was missing is the subject. For example, you say, what happened yesterday? I don't know what it happened yesterday. For example, you say, who lives next to you? I don't know who it lives next to me, right? Who didn't turn the homework? I don't know who it didn't turn the homework, right? So it's just examples, okay? All right, number three. How did they have the idea? I don't know. I don't know. Yes, how they had the idea. Good job. When is she working? I don't know. When she is working. Yes. What? Why did he leave? I don't know. Why he left? Yes. Good job. Number six. Has she eaten? I don't know. If or whether. If she has eaten, right? If she has eaten or whether she has eaten. They have found a flat. I don't know. If they had found or if they have found. In this case, is have, Yvonne. Yes, have. I don't know whether they have found a flat or I don't know if they have found a flat. Number eight. Did a teacher go to the training course? I don't know. I don't know whether the teacher or if the teacher went to the training. Good. Yvonne and Mary are very fast. Number nine. Well, number eight was that, right? Whether the teacher went to the training. Number nine. Did Julie like school? I don't know. If Julie like, you see, you're very fast. Yes. Yes, Monica, good job. And the last one? Yes, I don't know. where the David will get, or if David will get, yes, a new job. Excellent. Good. Are you ready for the exam questions? Or you want to practice this more? It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Yes. Yes, you want to practice more? Or yes, you're ready? Yes, you're ready. More practice, says Yvonne. What do you think, Monica? More. Okay. Here we have more practice. Look. Whose socks are those? Aha. Uh-huh. Whose those socks are? No. No, you're changing everything, and it's not about to change everything, right? You just need to make it an statement. In this question is with the verb to be. It's easy. You're making it complicated. Don't make it complicated. It's very easy. Whose socks are those? Is the same way. You need to make it affirmative. When you make the verb to be in a question, the verb to be switches places. But when it is affirmative, it goes back to normal. It's easier than what it looks. How do you think? No? Nobody? No answers? No? This is the answer. I don't know whose socks those are. That's it. When you make it a question, you said are those. When you make it a statement, you say those are. That's the only difference. When you make it a question, you say is this. When you make it an affirmation, you say this is. With your sign. With your sign. Ah, with your signal. With your signal. Uh-huh. I understand. Well, be careful. What about number 12? Yes, where the office is. Good job. Number 13? Number 13 is the same example as in the previous one about a right post office. You remember? It's the same. Yes. Who it drinks coffee? Yes. What about number 14? How did it happen? I don't know how it happened. Good job. Number 15. Why will she be sleeping? I don't know why she will be sleeping. Good, good. You're very good. Excellent. Number 16. Will I pass the exam? I don't know if I will pass the exam. Good. 17. If Jenny owns. Yes, good. 18, everyone. 18. Whether I had dinner. Yes. Yes. Good. 19. If the bus is coming, good. And the last one, I don't know if Amanda has gotten. Excellent. Good job, everyone. Good job. Okay, I see you have no problems with this. Okay, now listen. Uh, as I said, today we're going to see all of the other questions. Many of the topics here in these questions, we didn't check them, but because as I told you previously, many of the topics are basic topics, right? So I assume that probably you know them. Anyhow, if you have a doubt about these topics, you can let me know. We're going to try to see all of the questions, but if it is not possible because we don't have enough time, we continue on Monday, okay? There are 60 questions in the. Sorry, there are 60 questions in the grammar part. Sorry. Sorry, as I was saying, there are 60 questions in the grammar part. So these 60 questions, we're going to see them all. Okay, pay attention. Let's get started with the number one. Okay, number one. This question This question is about the past perfect. We did it before. What do you think is the answer? Yes, yes. The answer is the number one. The number two is not correct because we had has and it should be had for past perfect. And number three is not correct because we have finished and it should say finished. So these are incorrect and the correct one is the first. Good job. Let's check the number two. We did this before also. Okay, my ancestor had the chance to go. Is correct. Of go? No, it should be of going. Chance going? No, it should say of going or to go. This is correct. Hello, can you hear me now? Yes, there was a problem with my connection. I'm sorry. Okay, well, this is number three. What do you think? We hadn't seen this one before, so The first. Okay, let me see because I cannot move this. Okay, sorry. It seems that when I got online again, there was a problem. Give me just 1 second. You're not gonna see me a little bit. Let me just change this. Good, good, good. Now you can see me. Okay, excellent. So it says after work I went to and we have a restaurant, friend of mine's, friend of mine. And Yvonne said that is the number one. Monica said the number two. Said that it was the number one. Only Monica said the number two. Oh my goodness. And actually, I can tell you that the answer is. Wait a second, I'm checking my notes because now you made me doubt. I was very sure that the answer was the other one, but you made me doubt. Let me check my notes. It's right here. I want to know. Yeah. BRB showing something first. This goes here. Is that you made me doubt? But no, it's right here. Yes, I'm sorry. The answer is not that. The answer, Monica, is friends of mine. Friend of mine's. Friend of mine's. That's the correct answer, right? The S goes after mine. That doesn't make sense because you say friends and then you say off. You need to put it after mine because that's the whole subject. Mhm. So the restaurant is the restaurant of a friend that is my friend. Okay? Let's see number four. I'm gonna grade it. I will close my camera to see if my connection improves. Yeah, the problem is my connection. I'm going to close my camera. Hopefully, my connection improves. You hear me, ladies? Yes. Ah, okay. So what's the answer for this one? The first. It says this morning, members of the community, if we choose the number 3, voted for the stop sign they have previously required, this is not correct, right? Because a stop sign have previously requested. This is in present. Sorry, this is in present perfect, which is not. Past, present perfect. So past, present perfect, no. Past, and it says they voted for a stop sign they had previously requested. Ah, this seems okay. This seems okay. They voted for a stop sign. Sorry, to a stop sign. The only problem in this one, it is correct, voted, and it is correct, they had. But the problem here is to a stop sign. This is not correct. To a stop, no. The correct form is they voted for a stop sign. That is the correct. The first one. They voted for a stop sign. That is the correct one. Okay? Very good. Let's go to the next. Yes, Marisela? Yes, Marisela. Okay, well, here the answer, ladies, is if I had not arrived early for my lecture, I would be working. I would be working late today if I had not arrived early. I had not arrived early, I would have work. Well, this one we know is not correct because this says would have work. It's not correct. Would be working. We have here, I would be working late today if I had not arrived early. If I had not arrived early, I would be working late. So this looks similar, right? I'm looking if Marisela has a question or something. These look very similar, right? But the only problem here is that it's repeated the hat and the hat, right, Anna? So you see, hat is repeated in the second. So this is not correct. The correct one is the first one. Uh-huh. So they look very similar. All of them look similar. You need to read carefully so you can choose the best answer. Okay? All right, let's go with the next one. Mhm. Okay, so ladies, what do you think about this one? There is a problem here with the word before, because remember that when we use before, when we use before, we need to use the past perfect, right? Because it means that something happened before another thing, Anna and Monica. So since this is using before, says before Mr. Davidson called a meeting, he picked his portfolio up from his desk and looked through the business financial status. So since this says called, this needs to be had pick, right? In past perfect because the word before. Because this happens second, called, and pick happens first. So this is not correct because this is not in past perfect, right? Now, this one is the first one is the same situation. Mr. Davison pick up from his desk his portfolio and look through the business analysis, financial analysis before he called the meeting. Is the same situation. The only one that is correct is the second one. Because in the second one, he says before calling a meeting. So in this one, calling is not in past. So this one doesn't have to be in past perfect. Because calling is in present, this one is in past. When one activity, remember, when the first activity, when the second activity is in past, the first activity is in past perfect. When the second activity is in present, the first activity is in past. In this case, that is the case. Calling is in present, so pick and look are in past. That's why here the correct answer is the second answer. You see? Check that. Check that. Keep that in mind. If possible, ladies, I recommend you to make notes about all this. Remember, this comes in the exam. Right, let's go to number 7. Okay, our bank manager had been waiting. Yes, before the senior partner arrived. Yes. Yes, ladies. Good job. Good job. Excellent. We understood the idea, right? Good job. Okay, let's go to the next. Number 8, ladies. Number 8. Okay, ladies, in this case, Okay. In this case, first of all, the verb expect, the verb expect, right? Okay, this word, the verb expect, right? Here we have it was expecting, here we have it don't expect, and here we have it didn't expect. And then we have what I wasn't expecting is an amazing birthday surprise. What I don't expect was an amazing business surprise. First of all, this is not correct because here you said don't expect and then says was. It doesn't make sense. You say something in present and then you say something in past. It doesn't make sense, right? I don't expect something in the past. No. Now, what I didn't expect was an amazing birthday surprise. I wasn't expecting. In this case, the very expect, you don't say I wasn't expecting. You say I didn't expect, right? Because when you expect something, expect is a verb that is not generally is not in ing. It's usually in simple form. So the correct answer is therefore number 3. Mhm. Okay, let's go to number 9. Number 9. All right, this seems very easy for you. Yes, the correct answer is traveling. Like, after like, you need to use ing or to. More common is to see ing than to. So we say traveling. Good. Number 10. This is similar to the topic we are talking about, or we were talking about previously. Okay, ladies. Okay, in this case, the correct answer, ladies, is the number 1. What interests me the most is to learn. Why number 1? Because what interests me is singular, not plural. Experience? What do you mean from the experience? No, it doesn't have to deal with experience. It deals that what interests me is singular, is not plural. Since you're talking about a singular, the verb interest needs to be with s because it's singular, because it's the third person. It interests me, right? So what interests me? No, because it has no S. But the first one has the S. What is interesting me the most? No. And remember that interest is a verb. It's an adjective when you say interesting or interested, but interest is usually a verb. All right, let's go with number 11. This we saw it yesterday, so you should have it correct and you should do it easy. Yes, should wear. Excellent job. Should wear. Yes, we saw it yesterday. Excellent. Good job. Number 12. Number 12. This is important. This is important. I'm going to tell you this. We didn't see it, but I'm going to explain you in a little bit. What do you think, ladies? It's difficult. This one, right? It's confusing. The correct answer is, thank you, Mary. The correct answer is number two. Good job. Number two. Yes, Monica. Number two. Yes. Why? When you use weather, you don't use ing. When you use weather, you need to use to. Weather to play. Weather is like ya sea tocar, pop or rock. So whether to play. Of course, whether to play in is totally incorrect. So whether to play. That's the correct answer. Okay? Number 13. 13. This is 13, ladies. Excellent, ladies. Excellent. Good job. Congratulations. Never ceases to amaze me. Good job. Says ceases never? No. Ceases to amazing? No. Never ceases to amaze me. Good job. Number 14, ladies. 14. All right. This one, the correct answer is the number 3. How do you get to work? I usually get there by car. I usually get there. I get there. I get by car. Where? Well, there. So you say get there. Should be get there to be complete, right? Should be get there. Okay, this probably sounds correct, but it doesn't because it doesn't have the place. Mhm. Good. Let's get going. Number 15. Okay, ladies. Yes, we have Emma bought a computer program that will increase the quality of her presentation. Emma buys? No, because this might be routinary. It's not correct. Emma bought a computer program. Will is missing that will. So the correct answer, ladies, is number 3. Good job. Emma bought a computer program that will increase the quality of her presentations. Good job. 16. Ooh, this is difficult. The coffee we enjoy drinking in the correct answer is grown. Number 1. We don't need eats because no, I don't see where to it it's. We don't need it is because we already have the coffee, we already have the subject here. So all of these is the subject. The coffee we enjoy drinking, all of that is the subject. So we don't need this, we don't need this. The correct answer is grown in Colombia. All right? 17. So what's the deal with this? Well, ladies, the answer in this one corresponds to the number 3. Mhm. The number 2 is totally incorrect because you say assume to being. Assume to being. You cannot say to and then you say an ing. This is not correct. Then the first one says in the outer solar system past the Kuiper belt, several addition planets are assumed to be. This sounds good, but the problem is the complement. The complement should be after, it should be at the end, not at the beginning. So the first one might sound correct, might have the words in order, but the complement needs to be at the end. So this is not correct. The last one is correct. Several additional planets are assumed to be in the outer solar system past the Kuiper belt. You see? Several additional planets subject are assumed to be there in the outer solar system complement. You see? Is the correct order, the correct sequence. Subject, verb, complement. The first one is complement and subject and verb, and it's all scrambled. It's not correct. Only the last one is correct. You see? Okay. Let's go with number 18. Yes, ladies, very good. We saw this yesterday, and that's the correct answer. You had better. We don't say has better. We don't say have better. We say had better. Good job. Number 19. Wow, ladies, very good job. This is one of the difficult questions, and you did it very good. Yes, the answer is number three. Assuming that the business proposal gets approved, what would you like me to write for the hiring announcement? That's the correct structure. What would you like me to write for the business proposal hiring announcement? Doesn't even make sense. To assume that the business proposal gets approved, what would you like me to write for the hiring announcement? Ah, sounds good, right? It sounds good. But the problem is to assume. That makes a completely different meaning. So assuming is the correct one. Okay. Good job. The comma is very important. Yes, the comma. Good job, ladies. I'm planning to paint the table red. I am plan to painting? No. I plan to painting? Of course, no. I'm planning to paint. Good job. 22. This is the easiest. If you don't have this correct, You better don't talk to me again. Yes, an elephant. No ant. No, this one. No, sorry. No, it's an elephant. Good. 23. Why did he, sorry, why did you park so far? Yes, he parked incorrect. You parked incorrect because it's in simple past. Good job. 24. Let's see if we can finish today the 60 questions. If not, don't worry. We're going to have the chance to see them on Monday. In this, the correct answer, ladies, yes, being on time. Being on time. Yes, said that when you use this structure, he said that, right? You refer, you use the verb as a subject, and in this case, you use the verb with ing, not with to, not in simple form. After said that, you use it in ing. Okay? 25. We did this before. Excellent. We had began, no, because began is in past. We begun, no, because it's missing had. We had begun, correct. Good job. Let's go with 26. Excellent, ladies. Yeah, bigger than. Biggest than? No, of course. Bigger than? No, of course. The correct one is bigger than. 27. We're close to the middle of the exam, and I guess today we're not going to be able to finish, but let's do our best. This is a question that is being very repetitive, this topic, what you have on the screens. The correct answer, yes, is number two. Arriving, ladies. One more time. When the bear becomes the subject, we use it in ing. When the verb becomes the subject, we use it in ing. For example, you say, doing exercise is good for your health. Arriving on time is important. Studying for the exam is a good idea. After arriving to the United States, it needs to be in ing. Every time the verb becomes a subject, it goes in ing. 28. 28. What about this, ladies? Okay, we have only two answers. The correct answer, ladies, is the number two, ladies. Why? Because in the number one, we say, I am supposed. No, you're missing a D here because you need supposed with D. This is correct. I am supposed. And this one is not correct because it says I was supposed. It says I am supposed. It seems my seem is in present. It looks is in present, so I am supposed. No, I was supposed. Good. 28. Ladies, if you have doubts, tell me, okay? You have been like not asking any question. If you have any question, just tell me, okay? We said this before. Excellent, ladies. Good job. Yes, we did it before and we said would have and we said had been, right? We don't say would stop. No. We don't say will have. No. The correct conditional is would have and had been. Excellent. 29. 29. Now let's go to 30. That is the middle of the exam. It's only the middle, the half. Preventing network intrusion. Business often to prevent private networks. The correct answer, ladies, yes. Number three. Business often to prevent private network instruction of this fails? No. This is not correct. Doesn't make any sense. Preventing network instruction often? Private business update firewalls? No. The often doesn't go here. The correct one is to prevent private network intrusion. Business update firewalls often. This is correct. To prevent, to do this, they update their firewalls. That's the correct idea. Check it out, ladies. Okay? It's okay? Let's go to number 31. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ladies, it's 8 already. Um, Today we had, well, I had many problems with the connection. And I couldn't, like, I'm still having some problems. It seems that with my camera off, it worked better. I don't know if it was the app. Do you want to do more or do you want to continue on Monday? Because we are missing, they are 60 in total. We are missing many more. This is only the half. If you want, we can continue on Monday. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, I'm sorry because of the inconvenience with the connection. And I hope on Monday everything goes well, the same way in the previous days. So for today, that's it. Continue practicing with your speaking and your writing. And I see you on Monday. Take care. Take care, everyone. See you on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend. Goodbye. Bye.